Hey, good morning, friends. The time is 8:31 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 26th of January. That's a Sunday. And of course, that's the 27th for our friends on the other side of the world there. Hello, Australia. Hello, Melbourne. Hello, everybody over there. I hope you're all doing fantastic today. I'm sorry it's Monday, but hey, we're happy you're here. Well, I'm Lee. I've heard rumors that you're you. I'm so glad that you're here this morning. I'm so glad that you folks are here anytime. Thank you so very much for being members of Well, I Thought It Was Funny. And cheers to you folks. We are over 500,000 members as of yesterday. Great place to be. 500,000 of us, folks. That's crazy. Let's see if we've got 1 million out there. I think we're heading that way. 500,000 people in one spot. Let's call us the funniest city on the internet. Yeah, once again, I'm the guy who started these groups. Well, I thought it was funny, and there are 2 groups. That's why there's a plural there. Don't worry about it. If you're a member of either of them, that's fantastic. That's the most important thing, is that you're here, you're a member of the group, and you like to laugh, because that's what we're all about, my friends. As I said, it is Sunday. I am working today. I am working a Calgary Hitman game. That is a WHL team, Western Hockey League. They are a couple levels below the NHL. There's the WHL, then we've got the AHL, American Hockey League, then we've got the NHL. That's the big league. So that's what I'm doing later on today, working a hockey game. Love it. Love my job. So fun working for a hockey team. Wondering what you folks are doing today. I don't mind if you let me know in the comments what you're doing today. That'd be kind of interesting. I don't think I've asked anyone to do that. So are you having a lazy Sunday? Having a busy Monday? What's going on? Comment on the video. Let's see what's happening in your lives today, folks. All right, so there's our introductions. As I said, we're sitting at over 500,000 folks this morning. Let's take a quick look to see what that actual number is. And I'm just bringing up the group here. And in our main group, we are sitting at 502,600 members. What a huge jump. That's almost 3,000 from yesterday, folks. Amazing. All right, so that's where we're sitting at. We're sitting at 502,600 members. It is Sunday. It's a nice day where I am in Calgary, Alberta. It's going to be 7 degrees Celsius today, which is, well, it's above freezing. So I'm not going to do the Fahrenheit math. So that's what we're at today. Let's keep this moving along, though, because I do spend a lot of time rambling. Let's keep it to a minimum. Let's show off a couple of posts this morning. First one I'm going to show off is from Ant Grant. I'm going to bring that up right away. What are the prereqs for these? They gotta make me laugh, and they gotta be fresh in my memory when I'm making the video. So that's what we're looking at today. First one from Ant Grant. To me, I love the show, but even more so, I love the movies. If you know where this bike is from. If not, I mean, check in the comments. Somebody's gonna say. There was some controversy with this person that played the character, but I love the character. Thank you very much, Ant Grant. This is a great post. It's just one of those little things that I like. Thank you very, very much. All right, so our next post today, we have 2 posts we're sharing today, is from one of our top posters, Sue Ozalski. And once again, Sue, if I'm saying your name wrong, I am so sorry. Let me know in the comments if I'm saying it wrong or right. Although I think I've said it 3 or 4 different times over these videos that I'm doing. So let's bring that up right now. This made me laugh more than it should have. All right. I don't know. I'm not going to explain this. You see it. Hopefully you can read it. And it just makes me laugh. And we know what a garage sale is. All right. Thank you, Sue. Great post. Thank you to everybody for your great posts, folks. We had a good week. We've had a good month. And we're going to have an awesome year. It's posts like that keep us going, folks. Keep the funny stuff coming in. Keep your comments coming in. Keep sharing these things. That's how we grow. That's exactly how we grow. And we are growing. You know what? We got through the introduction. We've talked about how many folks we've got here. We talked about how awesome you are. I'm thinking it might be time for some bad jokes. What kind of shoes do ninjas wear? Sneakers. How do you talk to a giant? Well, first thing, make sure you're using big words. What's a frog's favorite drink? Coca-Cola. Why did the cookie go to the doctor? It felt crummy. What do you call cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese. How do you make a tissue dance? Put a little boogie in it. How does a penguin build his house? He glues it together. What does a penguin wear to the beach? Flipper flops. What gets more wet the more it dries? A towel. What do you call a dog that can tell time? A watchdog. This is a little addendum to my joke section. I just want to say thank you to Michelle Finnerty. Every single joke, except for the 2 penguin jokes, came from a source that Michelle sent me yesterday. So I want to say thank you very much there. And the 2 penguin jokes, well, hey, those are from Penguin Cookies. Those jokes are not getting any better. I want to thank my wonderful wife who handed me a penguin cookie, and then we realized, oh yeah, there's jokes on these things. So 2 of those jokes are from Penguin Cookies. You probably know which ones. They're the penguin jokes. Thank you for just coming back and watching these jokes. I know they're terrible, but at the same time, they make me laugh, and I'm hoping they're making 1 or 2 of you laugh, at least 1 or 2 of you laughing. I know I've got a couple of people that come back for the jokes. Masochists, I don't know, but I'm just glad you enjoy them. It makes me happy knowing that people come back for these bad jokes. And as I said in yesterday's video and other videos, I'm running low on jokes, so if you've got some you want to send in, you can DM me, but I would prefer if you just sent if you left a comment on the video, on any one of these videos, leave a comment, and just tag me if you can. That'd be fantastic, and I will check out those jokes. And if I use your joke, I promise I'm going to give you credit or blame. That's up to you. It depends on the joke. And it'll be greatly appreciated too, because it's getting hard to find fresh jokes every day. You like them though? I'm going to keep trying. And you know what I'm going to ask you right now? I'm going to ask you for a favor. A favor I ask every day. If you're out and about today and you're around people, can you just do me a favor? Can you try to make somebody laugh? Could be a stranger, could be a friend, could be just an acquaintance. You never know. That person might be in a dark time at the moment, and that laughter might be that little bit of light that they just need. So do your best. Try to make somebody laugh. If you make somebody laugh, you've done something incredible. And we already know that you're incredible, because look at this incredible group that we've created based on laughter. And another part of that same favor, because there's another person that should be laughing, is I hope you're laughing too. So if you can, try to make sure you're laughing today. I know that's not always easy and it's not always within our control, but hopefully we can help you with that. That's what the group's about. Sharing humor, making people laugh. And I think we're doing pretty good. We're over 500,000 people that seem to think we're a funny place here. And who am I to argue with that? We're a funny place, and hopefully we're helping you laugh. It's all about spreading the humor. And thank you for helping us do that. I mean, we'd be nothing without you folks. We'd be nothing without your posts. We'd be nothing without your shares or your comments. And if it wasn't for them, it'd just be me. Just some fat guy in Calgary sharing what he thought was funny to like 80 people who just happened to think it was funny. What we've got now is something way bigger than that. So this site is so much bigger than what I expected it to be. And it's a pleasure. And it's a burden and a pleasure, but it's the kind of burden that's worth it, my friends. I'm going to go, that's sort of a segue into the next bit, which is my least favorite part of the videos, but it's becoming a more important part of the video, and I'm so sorry. So please bear with me. This is awkward, and I think a little, I don't know, I just don't like doing it. What am I talking about? I'm talking about donations, my friends, and it's small donations, and whether or not you can or cannot do it. It's so hard for me to do this. I guess I should just I guess I should make a pre-recorded part to do this every day, but I don't think that's worth it either. What am I talking about? Sorry about me stuttering here and trying to get to a point when I don't know how to. I'm talking about donations, and I'm talking about possible donations to the group. Completely optional. We're on Facebook. Nobody pays for Facebook. I completely get that. But we have a group of over 500,000 members, and it takes myself, my admins, and my moderators literally hours every day. It takes me 4 to 6 hours every day to go through posts, to vet your posts, to curate the posts, get rid of the bad, keep the good, get rid of the scammers, get rid of the spammers, get rid of the politics, get rid of the bad religious stuff. It takes a lot of time. And why do we do that? Why don't we just open the floodgates? Because we would lose the group. This group was under threat of deletion for a long, long time. And through our hard work, and it was unbelievable hard work, we managed to double down and get us within the parameters that Facebook wants us, and we got our little threat from Facebook removed from the group. But that was sitting over our heads for a long time, like Damocles' sword. It's gone, that thing. But we have to continue that work, and it's taking so many hours every day, and it takes away from other things in life. As I said, I'm putting in 4 to 6 hours a day. When I'm at my regular job, the job that pays, when I go on my break, my lunch break, I might be eating a sandwich or whatever in one hand, but on the other hand, I've got my phone in my hand. I'm approving, declining, I'm vetting your posts, going through it. That's what I'm doing on my break, so it's not a break. Yeah, I know I sound like I'm trying to make you feel sorry for me. I guess I am, but I guess I don't want you to. All I'm saying is we put in a lot of time, and it takes away from a lot of other stuff in life. It takes away from time with our significant others, with me, my wife, Wendy, my beautiful wife, Wendy, and I know it's the same thing with our mins and mods. It takes away from their significant others. It takes away from hobbies. Just doing stuff around the house and that. So it can be difficult. It is difficult sometimes, actually. And it's becoming more and more of a job every day, too. We have to put more and more time in. So if you see it within your heart, and if you can afford it, and if it's something that you want to do, because that's just as important, you've got to want to do it. We have a PayPal donation page. What it is, you click the link, which is up in the notes for the video. You click that link, it brings you to a PayPal page where you have 4 options to donate. The first option is $2. The second option is $3. The third option is $5, and the fourth option is whatever you want to donate. And anything would definitely help. We really appreciate it, and it's become to the point where we almost need it. So if you can help, it would be fantastic. Now we also have another option. It's pretty simple. It's called Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. It's not me, of course. It's the team of admins and mods that I'm hoping to possibly benefit here. That one, you click it, brings you to a page. You have an option to Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, which is a $5 US donation. You do have the option for multiples or more, or to subscribe monthly. These are just options. Everything's optional, of course, here. And if you'd like to do that, just go through. That link, of course, is in our notes. Any donation's going to help. It really will. I hate asking, but we're putting so much into this group that it really is becoming hard to justify to other people in our lives. I feel justified because of the humor I'm sharing. So click that PayPal link. If you got a spare $5, click the PayPal link, or click the Buy Us a Cup of Coffee. This is embarrassing for me to ask, folks, but those links are there. We, of course, will credit you for your donation if that's what you want. If you want to keep it anonymous, we'd be fine with that. We'd just be very, very appreciative if you want to, and if you're willing to help us out, and if you're able to help us out. If you're not able to, if you can't afford it, please don't make a donation. We want to share a joke. We don't want to make you broke. I don't know. That sounds stupid. I got to figure out something. But yeah, we just, it's about laughs. It's not about making you broke. So if you can afford a couple of bucks, or $5 or whatever it might be, oh my gosh, would we ever be appreciative if you were to send it this way. You know, I'm gonna say something stupid. If we got a bunch of donations and it was a significant amount, like I don't know, over $1,000, I'll give 10% to the Calgary Humane Society if we get over $1,000. Oh, and if we get over $1,000, right to our max, I'll give 10% of that to a local charity like the Calgary Humane Society, and I'll show receipts. Now we've got in total donations $20, so we don't have to worry about that right now, but just saying, as a, you know, to do something good for someone else too, or something else, that's something I would definitely do if this ever comes to it. I don't necessarily expect that's ever going to happen, but I would absolutely love it. My big thing is I would really like to compensate my admins and mods for the times that they're putting in. If I get some compensation, you know, that's fantastic, but to me right now, they're the most important part, because I started this. They hopped on and volunteered to jump in here, and it's their time that they're putting towards a group. I'm gonna stop asking for money right now, folks, because it really does make me feel awkward. It's the worst part of the video, and unfortunately, it's become the longest part of the video because I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to ask for this money because I'm embarrassed. Thank you for even considering that. But I do have one other thing. You see that coffee cup that I just put up in front of your face? We sell those coffee cups. In fact, I sell newer versions of those coffee cups that look better. We have a store, is what I'm saying. We've got a store. I've got coffee cups. I've got t-shirts. I've got hoodies. I've got a phone case right here. That's for iPhones, multiple models of iPhone. There's a drop-down menu. Go ahead and check them out. They look great. And then we also have this tote bag. Look at that. Thank you, Rose. Oh my gosh, Rose. Greatest picture. Not only is it good for your groceries, it's great for carting around your rubber chickens. My favorite endorsement ever. Rose, glad you rock. So we have a store. We've got some great products. These t-shirts look fantastic. This is the rock shirt. I'm going to stand up. Hopefully I don't show my belly. Sorry, folks. Actually, look at that. I think this shirt looks fantastic. The new one doesn't have that line at the top, folks. Don't worry about that. This was a prototype one. I can't afford to get I can't afford to buy myself new shirts and that because, well, I work part-time and I do this. Michelle, I'm going to throw up your picture real quick. Sorry, right over here. Going to show Michelle's picture wearing this shirt. As you already saw, you saw our line of our clothing there. Michelle, thank you very much for sending in that photo. I love the color of that shirt. I got the black and white because I'm a simple guy. I might try some other colors there if I do make enough money to buy myself a shirt. So check out the store. That's another way you can help us out. The way that's going to help us out the most so is going to be the PayPal link or the Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. But if you buy one of our shirts, our hoodie, our phone case, our coffee cup, our great tote bag, send in a photo if you feel comfortable doing that. And I'd love to feature that photo here if you want me to. You know what? It's going to be appreciated no matter what. You folks rock. You made us awesome. This is a way that you can help us continue being awesome. But I don't want you to think that I'm threatening to take away the group. Like I said yesterday, this isn't a telethon. But it is a job. And we're just trying to make this job make a little more sense. Boy, oh boy, do I ever talk a lot of crap when I don't feel like talking about stuff. That is something I don't like talking about. Thank you for listening to this doddering old fool. Another thank you for making our group amazing. I know I say amazing too much, and I'm starting not to care. I know yesterday I tried so hard not to say amazing. I do these videos and I'm tired, so that's going to pop out more often. But thank you so very much for making the group what it is. 502,000, almost 503,000 members. I would never have imagined. I never imagined that this would happen like this. When we hit 1,000, I was starting to get a little nervous. So look at us. Look at you. And look at me not turning on my proper lights when I'm making a video, as I noticed right at the end. Sorry, if I look a little yellow, that's one of the reasons. I'm not jaundiced, I promise. I'm kind of wandering, my friends. I'm so sorry. Let's just wrap this up. And the big wrap up is, my gosh, have you ever made me happy? I mean, I was a happy guy already, but the fact that you folks think that this group that I created is worthwhile, it's a worthwhile place to come and visit and to share your stuff. It should be more humbling. I shouldn't be talking about if I was really humbled, but I actually am humbled. And I love it. I absolutely love it. You folks make me a better person because I have to be aware of what I do and what I share, and that maybe I needed this accountability a long time ago because it feels good being a better person every day. And if you can, come back tomorrow, folks. I'd love to see you here. I know not all 502,000 folks are watching these videos. I think 100 people watch these videos, but there are 100 people that I appreciate. I appreciate everyone here. I think you're all great. Go out and do great things today. Have a fantastic day, and we'll hope we see you again tomorrow. All the love, my friends.